A truly monumental night here in the Rocket City of Huntsville, Alabama, here at New South Pro Wrestling's Honky Tonk Bar Brawls. Folks, these shows typically are not filmed. You have to be there to witness what happens, but here tonight with this casket match, we cannot leave you hanging as Krule charging right in. Wall has him hooked, has him by the throat with a choke slam right out of the gate. The Wall has come prepared here tonight in Huntsville, Alabama, charges into the corner with a clothesline. And this is exactly the kind of offense you need to be bringing forward here in the opening moments of the matchup. If you are the Wall, Tyler Stevens bringing the fight to the MLW World Champion, Krule. Now, it is Krule with a hand around the throat of the Wall, Tyler Stevens. Stevens has him for a Uranagi to the atrocity. Tyler Stevens bringing the fight early. And now charging in, clothesline, Krule sent up and over the top into the front row. But Krule not so fast. Grabs the hold of the ankles, drags Tyler out to the floor below, and now stiff left hand from the atrocity Krule. And things are getting a little too close for comfort here for our fans in attendance. Folks, we offer these shows every other Wednesday night here in Huntsville, Alabama. They're supposed to be a student showcase. These folks here tonight getting quite the treat, something they are not used to here in this casket matches. Krule clearing out a space here on the patio. Looking to take some punishment to go, and now just going right after the face of Tyler Stevens. Making their way over, further away from the casket. Of course, folks, the only way to win this matchup is to place your opponent inside the casket and close the lid, but right now, it's not about that. It's about these two monsters going into battle as Krule just launching a garbage can at the head of Tyler Stevens. Krule giving chase. Stevens had it scouted, sends Krule face first into the brick wall. And now just trying to get in any offense that he can right now. These right hands from the Wall. Hold on, not so fast. Krule sends Tyler Stevens face first into the brick wall, and now responding to the actions of Tyler Stevens. We knew this one was going to be brutal, but folks, it is already taking a tour of the Rocket City Honky Tonk here tonight. What does Krule have his eyes on? Shot to the midsection from the atrocity Krule. This perhaps one of the biggest matches in the career of Tyler Stevens. However, he is up for the fight here tonight against the MLW World Champion, as he is sent face first into the bar. And now, what the hell? What the hell is going on here? One of the damnedest things I have ever seen. The atrocity Krule on top of the bar with Tyler Stevens. A very precarious position, if you ask me. Folks, y'all better move if you're over there by the bar now. Tyler Stevens shot to the midsection. Tyler knows this is not a place you want to be. A very dangerous position to be in. No. Krule! Dropping Tyler Stevens onto the bar. My God! We are only a few minutes into this matchup, and we have already seen the fight take place all throughout the bar. Wait, hold on. It looks like Krule's not finished yet. Oh! Sends Tyler Stevens into the brick wall. Hold on. They didn't pay for a ticket. Tyler Stevens and the atrocity Krule now making their way inside the bar. Table service here at the Rocket City Honky Tonk is there's nothing our official Adam Hunter can do. Stiff right hand from the wall, Tyler Stevens. Someone get this man a shot now. Krule, handful of hair, sends Tyler Stevens face first into the table. He's getting a little too close for comfort here for our patrons here at the Rocket City Honky Tonk. Folks, these are paying customers of the bar now, getting a front row seat to the action. Tyler Stevens has a hold of the chair, using the bar stool as a weapon as the fight now makes its way back outside. Making its way closer to the stage. There you see the Casket, folks, again. The only way to win this matchup is to place your opponent within the casket and close the lid. But it seems like that is not on the mind of either man here tonight as they continue to look to inflict punishment. Tyler Stevens looking to bring the atrocity Krule back into the ring. Krule with a left hand, creating some distance. And now look at this, pulling Tyler Stevens to the outside on the apron. Has him goozled. Not where you want to be if you're Tyler Stevens. The wall breaks free, shot to the throat. Shout out Tracy Smothers, and now big boot, but it's caught. Krule brings him down, a modified STO right to the apron. As the crowd here in Huntsville, Alabama shows their approval. The atrocity Krule here in his first of 3 casket matches this week, 2 of which taking place here at New South Pro Wrestling, and now sends Tyler Stevens face first into the post. And now making the way over by the merchandise area. We're getting closer and closer to the stage as our official Adam Hunter on the stage, ready to make the call. The atrocity Krule stalking the wall. Tyler Stevens, wall with the right hand. Wall fighting back. For many in New South Pro Wrestling, this right here is a dream match, but Tyler Stevens doing all that he can here tonight. Make sure this doesn't turn into a nightmare. Now, both men trying to utilize that stage to their advantage. Trying to hit a suplex on their opponent, but neither man willing to give an inch. Who is going to budge first? Back to their feet now. Krule with his hand across the throat of Tyler Stevens. Tyler desperately trying to fight his way out. And the more Tyler Stevens fights here, the more desperate this situation becomes, folks. The more energy he exerts, the more air being driven out of the body with that vice-like grip around the throat from Krule. That is certainly not a fate that the wall wants to experience. And now, wall breaks free, suplex to the stage. Both men showing the effects of that maneuver, but Tyler Stevens has got to get on the move. He has got to try to get the atrocity Krule within that casket. This is an opportunity for Tyler Stevens to prove that he belongs when it comes to the conversations about these world champion caliber athletes. And right now, he is really bringing it to the MLW world champion, but he has got to get back on his feet. As the crowd here in Huntsville, Alabama, showing their love and support for one of the hardest working men in New South Pro Wrestling today. Wall feeding off that energy, trying to make his way back to his feet, but it seems like Krule not too far behind him as the casket lid has been opened. Stevens now turning his attention to Krule. This could be it. As Stevens looking to put Krule in the casket. Hold on. Adam Hunter, you better get out of the way, pal. the wall. Tyler Stevens looking to choke slam Krule into the casket. Krule trying his best to fight out. Krule delivering those elbow strikes to the base of the skull of Tyler Stevens. And now Tyler finds himself once again in an unenviable position as Krule looking to place Stevens into the casket. Again, folks, it is not enough to put your opponent inside the casket. You have to close the lid as well. But speaking of which, I think I may have given Krule an idea. Krule now using that lid repeatedly as a weapon, just slamming it onto Tyler Stevens. And the crowd here in Huntsville, Alabama, certainly not a fan of that. As Krule looking to seal the fate of the challenger. As Tyler Stevens looking for that choke slam once again. Stevens, however, still showing there's still some gas in the tank. There's still some fight left. Krule leaning forward, trying to break the grip. Now Tyler Stevens pulls Krule into the casket. All Tyler Stevens has to do now is step out and close the lid. Stevens continuing the punishment, looking to keep the atrocity down. It was a casket in which Krule was born, and perhaps it is a casket in which Krule will die, but no! Krule getting the hand up, stopping the lid from closing. And now the struggle begins. Stevens so close, but cannot close the lid on Krule as the matchup continues. Stevens looking to bring Krule to his feet again, looking for that choke slam. Has him up on his feet. You can see just how much damage has been done already to both men as Krule going for a choke slam of his own. Broken by Tyler Stevens. And now just tagging him with these right forearm strikes. Krule in a crouch position, but not down yet. Krule taking a step outside. Choke slam into the casket. In the atrocity, Krule puts an end to the casket match.